The impression he was going with both of them over.
No,
No,
I think we're just
the
going based off of Jeff's opinion to make sure that
On that one.
So
our legal side's covered, because he's the one that's gonna have to defend it.
So the next step then is for you guys to set the hearings for the actual ordinance then.
Set the hearings and post everything.
So when do you want to do that?
I know, huh?
It's discussion and action, so
Well, you want
Four
to
to
set
four.
a hearing
you
next
set the
week,
hearing. First hearing,
because it's not an action item.
Right.
okay,
What is it, 4 to 20?
gotcha, I see what you're saying, yeah,
Yep.
you can set that next week, huh?
Okay, I'll put it on the
Yeah, that's
agenda.
what we're looking. Mid-November.
Yeah. Okay, anything else, guys? Rich? Okay, rent.
Those are. Really easy. PowerPoint we can go over, but I think do either way. I've
I
got it.
forgot about that.
No, I mean
There's
I've got copies too,
Okay.
so we don't have to.
Got one.
Pass that down. So yeah, my name is Brent Neese. I'm here just to give an update on the project. So I'm a senior project manager with Summit Carbon Solutions. Here today just to kind of give an update on some of the new management changes that you guys likely saw. Our open houses that we'll be having is an opportunity to meet the new team, our new community benefits agreement, which I kind of put the short version as well as the long version in the pack that I have for you. And then just a little discussion around the new amendment that we had put in the docket about a month and a half ago. Just we've gotten questions about that we can just talk about what's changed and answer and ask some questions there. So it's kind of getting started. Like I said, we sent out some information. We do have a new leadership and some new commitments that come with that. So Joe Griffin, you guys likely got an email or some letters sent to you, as well as most of the landowners, just kind of give an introduction of who he is and kind of where we're going to be moving forward from here. So Joe comes with about 40 years of experience in the pipeline industry, and with him comes a team that has a lot of experience executing projects like this. So a big thing that Joe, as he comes in here, is kind of a new fresh on what can we do to make sure that we're working with the landowners and the county. And that'll be a big thing of the community benefits agreement that we'll talk about here in a little bit. So along with that, we understand that the project continues to be important just when we look at agriculture and looking at opening up new opportunities today and pushing into the future. So when we talk about those open houses, we just wanted to give people an opportunity to say, hey, I want to meet this guy face to face. Maybe I want to ask him questions, and those open houses will be the opportunity to do so. So I did put a one pager of all of our dates for Worth County. The closest one, it'll be mid-November for all of these. Garner will probably be the closest, and that's going to be November 11th from 4:30 to 6:30, or Charles City, that'll be November 12th from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Have a lot of different opportunities, but come ask questions. It's open to the public for you guys. Just an opportunity to get some more face time with everybody. Along with that, if there'd be a reason you guys would like to meet with Joe outside of those, if you guys can't make it, just let me know. I have my business card there, as well as Kylie Lang's contact information is in the presentation I gave you. Just let us know, we can come visit. So we'll talk about the community benefits agreement if you follow along. We'll go to the next page. Before that though, with Joe, we're just saying that we're having this new commitment. We're holding ourselves to a specific standard. So with that, we updated some of our mission values on our website, just showing you what we're holding ourselves accountable to, as well as what we expect to be held to by you guys. So just take a look at that mission statement if you guys are interested in that. But one thing that I'm a little bit more excited to talk about here is this community benefits agreement that we are rolling out across the state. So this has just come with a lot of questions that we've gotten, not only from landowners, but I'd say some counties have asked us some of these questions. And from these questions and I guess inquiries we've gotten, we've added this community benefits agreement as a way to partner with the landowners. So I'll kind of go through these at a high level. Again, you have the full benefits program in front of you. The biggest thing I'd say is kind of the flexibility on easement options. So in the past, we've only done kind of this upfront lump sum payment. But we've changed this as we're moving forward. So you still have the option for the lump sum payment. Now there's also the option to say, well, I'd like to push that payment over multiple years, 2, 3, 7, 10 years, either it's for tax reasons or just for personal preference. Historically, we haven't been able to do that. We've changed it so people can do that now. Another way that people can, I guess, adjust that easement payment is to take the payment and roll it into essentially an investment with Summit. A lot of people have asked about, can we invest with Summit? Are we able to, I guess, get in on this project as well? So now you can take that easement payment and roll it into an investment. So whenever there are financial distribution to our investors, the landowners would be paid out as well if they elected to do this option. So kind of with that, I'd say the most common question that I usually get with landowners is, okay, you're paying me an easement, but wind and solar, I get an annual payment. What about that? Historically with pipelines, you're an underground infrastructure without an above ground footprint. There hasn't been a historic annual payment just for all pipelines. So just kind of listening to this general, I guess, complaint, I'd say across the board, we're now doing annual payments across the project as well for people that are affected by the project. So every year the pipeline is in operation, you'll get this annual payment. And so it's starting off at 25 cents per linear foot on the landowner's property, and it'll scale up to 50 cents per foot. And so this is why there's a scaling is, we kind of see this as a partnership with the landowners and the counties. Similar how you get, as a company is successful, you get, dividends out. We're kind of doing the same thing with us. So as we get increased voluntary easements in the state, that's where that scaling goes from 25 cents to 50 cents. So no expectation on the landowner side, just saying, as we succeed, we want to share that success with the landowners. So kind of some new things going forward with those easement options that I think we're pretty excited to, roll out to the landowners. As well as just from survey, we're doing 72-hour notice as well as a $500 payment for that voluntary survey or the statutory requirement, just in case anything would change there. We're just saying either or, but at least 3 days is what we're saying, as well as a renewed commitment, just saying we're always going to follow the agricultural impact mitigation plan, but people aren't aware of that. We're just trying to highlight it as well as industry best practices. So kind of rolling now more into maybe specific to the county. So something that we've talked about in the county previously was this emergency responders grant. So that was $50,000 lump sum plus $1,000 per mile. So for Worth County, you have 19 and some change. So you're looking at $69,000 for this grant that'll be paid to the emergency responders. And so this will be for equipment that your county sees as a requirement or what they would like to do on top of the equipment that we're already providing. So we're already providing the response equipment for the first responders, and this will be a lump sum payment on top of that, just because a lot of first responders will say, we maybe want X, Y, and Z, and this is just to give them that flexibility because every county has different needs and it's hard for us to anticipate them all at this time. So just a little extra on top for them to do with what they want. And then specific even to the county itself, I'd say similar to the landowners, I would consider the county a partnership in this project as well. So we were doing annual payments to the counties as well. So this is going to be on a 0.125 per linear foot in the county to start off with. And so the baseline on that is $13,000 per year that the project's running. That scales up to 25 cents. And that'll be voluntary easement specific to the county, not statewide like the landowner. So a little bit of a difference there, but kind of the same process where as the project continues to succeed, we want to kind of share that success with each of the counties. So again, when we're looking at some of the money, it's the grants, the taxes are still 1 million and some change on top of that, plus that annual payment continuing forward. So please read the community benefits agreement if you haven't got the chance. These are just some things that I try to highlight in there, but we'll be open for questions. I can kind of stop there. I have a few more things to talk about, but any questions on the landowner or the community benefits agreement so far? Like I said, something new that we're rolling out, and I think as we continue to go forward, we'll kind of get more information on that as we go. Next page again just shows if you guys had any questions on any of those open houses or people can't make the ones that are closest to Worth County. you're open to go to all of them or none of them if you'd like to prefer, but just showing you those dates. Last thing I'll talk about are the amendment that we had just, a little reasoning behind the amendment. In the IUC final order, they had route requirements on some properties, as well as we continue, landowners' route preferences have changed at a few locations. Those IUC orders are started. The pipe has changed in a few areas just based on additional plant science. Best practice recommendations from lines for ratings, those leading some railroads. And the question on the most is our within
I guess the end user, I mean, the jump. So why forcing you to?
so option is well, we're just making sense for that.
The project. It was like a simple meeting deal, wasn't it?
Just guilty as they are, so.
I don't know how you can enforce a program if you don't have any documentation on what's enforced.
That's the worst part is, how do you do anything unless you have a policy or some sort of enforcement behind it?
I guess my question is for the assessor's office. I talked to Andrea and she said she spends, when this comes up from down below, she spends about a week on it. And Judy spends like 2 to 3 weeks on it. So we spend roughly until after this just verifying everything.
And we're not even verifying it's accurate. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't have that blessing. We just get the application.
Implementing.
So the question I've got is, there's other programs out there where if we stop the food bills, there's other things they can apply for that's going to do them the same possible, mostly the same benefit as right now. How much work is involved with the assessor's office if they change to something else?
We will send out a letter and then that's.
No. How much work, when you get it from them, they're gonna verify these acres being under this now, different program like a forced,
Forest Reserve or something.
yeah, something like that.
The forest reserve would be a one-time, lifetime, basically a one-time sign up.
So that would be just one time and not every year like this.
They tell us
No.
trees for
They would have to do that for the DNR certified native prairie and wetland. That would still be an annual one. That would have to be entered by the assessor, but probably gonna see not as many of
That's
them.
minimal.
So that would mean your workload would get cut immensely if they could find, and maybe not everybody's gonna find another program to go into, but a lot of them are going
They
to.
can.
What's that?
That'd be their choice.
That'd be, yeah. They just need to do a little digging, a little homework on it. So, but, yeah, a lot of information in here.
Well, with the way the CSR stuff is now, it's not much is gonna change, right? Other than less work, less time and effort into that every year, so.
It's gonna be a big push to get it all completed, but once we're over that hurdle.
And the other problem we've got is it's not treating everybody in the county fairly. This person might have it and the next one's got the same property and doesn't know anything about the program and doesn't know enough to sign up for it. So I'm not real. I kind of like to make it equal across the board if you're going to do something like that, and this thing doesn't do it at all.
Disagree with you.
So, and then we're not sure that, like you gave me this one letter right now, where if you sign up for a wetland, you really can't be in the SLU bill, and we got people signed up for wetland in the SLU bill paying no taxes.
So if we truly want to implement, it's gonna be a lot of labor to, who determines all that, who spends the time to make sure they're not double dipping, who, spends the time to equal.
Person.
Yeah.
And there's other options available for them.
I mean, Ray said they were pleasantly, surprised at how many qualified under the DNR conservation program.
It'd be just a simple motion, I think, to eliminate the program.
You want one?
Yeah.
I'll give you one. I'll give you a motion to eliminate the, SLU bill program.
Is there a second?
2351, HF 2351.
Yeah, HF 2351.
I'll second that.
Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All same sign.
And I'm sure Jeff will get back to us if there's something else that
If
needs
there's
to be
something
done.
legal we gotta
Just
do,
let
we'll
you
have to
guys
do it for now.
Or is that the process can be started? If Jeff says something different, we'll address it at the time.
Yeah. That's right. The building ground maintenance, anything?
I don't know. Sweatshirts for a few more days and start the boiler on Wednesday.
You never know.
I don't have time today or tomorrow because it's something kind of got to babysit for a bit, make sure it's gonna run right now. They'll plan on Wednesday.
A landscape thing, there's a bush at the end of that block there, it's like by Mark's door, and that bush out there. We had a couple of people stop at our public health office and say it blocks them from seeing people come down the street, and wondered about getting the bush removed before an accident.
Still gotta do the landscaping, don't we?
Yeah, we haven't done, and yeah, can we just get the bush gone though, because it seems like the landscaping's,
We
we're
may
not.
need to find another alternative for a
Yeah.
landscaping contractor.
Do you know of anybody?
Yeah, I do.
Does Shane Batten do landscaping?
Don't know.
I mean, he's already doing your mowing, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody else in town, local.
But I do think we need to cut that bush.
What'd you say?
Did he get rid of them?
Well, we did the different trees.
There's our trees. I
That's
suppose he'll go-
JTB takes trees, I don't think he's gonna do
Yeah,
it.
he's not gonna do the rock portion.
Yeah,
Nobody could get the bush out of there.
he can get the bush
Yeah.
out of there possibly.
That's what I was thinking, because we're talking about having some stuff trimmed
Yeah.
Yeah,
here. So maybe we just have him remove whatever you want
Yeah.
removed.
agree.
We can have him trim here,
Mhm.
get all that done, then we'll just keep working on trying to get somebody to replace the rock.
Okay.
Plastic or fabric or whatever.
Sounds good. Yeah, that bush probably, yeah, I had a couple people say that it's hard to see. And I think, really don't need.
There's nobody else in Martha that does that.
Not that I'm aware of. But I don't know everybody in town. So,
See, I'm guy in Lake Mouse too. It's Rig Landscaping, I think. I don't have his number, but
I can look into, see if I can figure out anybody in
if you want,
yeah,
yeah,
check around.
Worth County. if They
Yeah.
do.
I'll reach out to JT then and see about
See if you could trim
getting
these.
all these trimmed up and then getting whatever. Well, let's have him cut all the bushes out of there.
I think so.
And then that's just one less thing everybody else got to worry about. With
Exactly.
the rock. So
I mean, they have to be pulled out. Will he pull them out?
I can ask him.
Yeah, because otherwise you're cutting them, and then that's what we did with this last one. It grew back up again.
Back
Yeah.
stronger.
Yep, it did.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Get rid of them.
sounds good.
Tear them out by the roots.
And for some reason he can't, then we'll worry about that. So.
Okay,
And I don't know if he's got a little backhoe or not.
You might have a tree puller.
but if you can't pull them out, you can.
They shouldn't be too bad to come out. They're not a tree. They're a bush. So they don't have a root base too
Either
bad.
you cut it down and then you tree pull it.
I think his dad's got a tree puller.
Yeah.
And maybe touch base with Springer too, because I know he's been working on making sure his water isn't going into the basement.
He's got the all out onto the sidewalk. I mean, I don't think
Downspouts.
fully.
Downspouts, and I got the
Yeah,
gutter
downspouts
guards
are
on
all-
it, so it shouldn't.
Yep, and our basement is,
I know we haven't had any major events, but
well, but
It should be a lot
rained
better.
a ton the other day, and I mean, it's not a major event, right?
Yeah.
But the only other thing is in Lexi's office, she still has the big stain up there, and so can we just paint it? He said he was gonna come back and paint, so I don't wanna overstep if he was planning on coming back, or he had us mark it to make
Yeah.
sure it wasn't growing.
Grow.
And then he decided it must have fixed whatever he fixed on the roof,
Yeah.
so maybe we'll just go ahead and paint it. It's just a little spot, just,
just paint it. I don't think you'll hurt Kevin's feelings.
I don't think so either.
Nope.
He's not. It seemed like one of them that'd be real enthused about painting
I don't
anyways,
think
but he'll
so.
do it, right?
Especially when it's just that little spot.
Right.
All right. Is Melissa on today? See you there?
Let's see. I have just a couple of meetings this week.
I'm having a terrible time with this today.
Can you hear me?
Monday comes.
I did have to order a air compressor for the water treatment plant. So there's two of them, and they both have serious bearing issues. That they growl. They still put out air, but they growl nasty. So
Get it fixed before they don't put out air.
yeah, we do need air for that process. Everything will be okay.
Did you find her?
Well, she was on there.
Can you hear me?
Things not working. We'll just, if she gets in, just keep trying. We need department heads. Discussion,
Flu shots available at public health office. Give us a call first, but come on over and get your flu, your whatever you need. We got it. So give us a call and come over and get those.
all right,
Bill every insurance, so we're all good.
perfect. Any Any supervisor comments? Thing for next week's agenda. Any additions? Can't think of anything.
Just let me know if you end up being ready for that, agreement or not.
I touched base with Eric on Thursday and he never got back to me, so I'm gonna give him a call this first part of the week.
He sent something.
He sent an email and there's changes made in it.
Right,
Yeah.
but I was gonna ask him about one of the changes.
Okay.
That's why I called him, I got that email too.
Gotcha. Okay.
I didn't, yeah, I just was gonna question him on the wording, so.
No luck with Melissa?
I can see her, but the sound's not working. It's, she said,
Email.
Yeah.
she said, FCED annual meeting on Wednesday and Venture School pitch night is on Thursday at Nyack. We have 3 businesses in there. If you'd like to attend, let her know.
All right. Nothing else to come before I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Second, no further discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign. Meeting is adjourned.